is
Good
back up.
afternoon, everybody out there on YouTube. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Hope today was a good trading day for you and a safe one. So, right now we got Peter just got stopped out on his AMD trade at that 5506 mark you see there. So, other than that, not much going on right now in the markets. They did pull back from this afternoon, though, about 12 o'clock when the SPY made its bottoming action, and now it's slowly grinding its way back.
Mac, you think Roku's going to make an announcement today? You think this is like insiders who know what's going on that are pushing it up?
Did it make? Oh yeah, it did pop over 150. Did make that nice pop.
I guess we'll all find out together.
S&P futures continuing to spike here.
Oh,
32.18.
something. I guess I should mute Squawk, right?
Oh yeah, I need to do the same thing. That would have been
Right,
a tough trade for me on the Roku. As I look at the volume, it's just not the volume setup that I'd like to see. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 selling candles in a row. Yeah.
For the members in our room, we're muting the Squawk feature, so we'll be talking over top of those news announcements as usual towards the close.
Yes.
We'll give Brian.
Oh, did Brian join?
No, I'm just saying. Hopefully he'll end up here. He will join us.
It is. I do think it's a sunny day in there in Vancouver right now, so he may be enjoying the sun. I know he had a nice trade on VXRT in the morning. So.
He did. Yeah, that trade right off the open. He was looking for his rising devil strategy, but it didn't rise. But he took it anyways, and it worked out for him. Because I didn't see that move, I was afraid of it spiking on me, so I didn't take it. I ended up taking a long trade, actually my only long trade of the day on it as it came back. So.
Yeah, that did kind of set up for his rising devil, huh? Gapping down, selling off, but it just never popped back up to VWAP.
Wow. Nice read on Roku, Mac. That's
yeah.
It's a nice trade.
Starting to do that Thor stuff, huh? Going.
Yeah, what gave you the confidence, Mac? It was going to reverse there. I don't know. Wouldn't have been a trade I would have been able to take.
So P87 tonight's webinar is for our lifetime members. So if you're on the 1 week trial, you won't be able to join that one. So, Lou, since you asked, I'll pull it up here so everybody can see for the webinar today, and we'll knock out announcements right now as markets kind of.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was yesterday. It should have been released. I got some comments, some feedback on it on Twitter, so that was good. I know a few people have already downloaded it and provided me some positive feedback. So, yeah, take an opportunity to listen to all of our podcasts at Talk with Traders. We interview either other traders or sometimes, like our psychologist, we'll have a talk with him. I've got one in there with, I think it's Mr. Goldstein. So just good insight into trading, and it's a good way, and you can do it while you're working out or on the road, or take it with you. So look for Talk with Traders from Bearable Traders on wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
Awesome. And of course, we love XSplit. So Fabio out there on YouTube, can you hear me now? We just went through these settings, and I haven't even changed anything, Peter, from yesterday. Let's see. I feel like the Verizon guy on YouTube.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now? So
It seems to be fine. I'm hearing both of us on YouTube.
okay.
So.
I wonder why that is. Same exact settings. I muted everything and then I unmuted it again. So I don't know. Those wonderful things. So we're up and running. And now I have an echo. Awesome. Do you hear the echo, Peter?
I do not at all. No, sounds fine to me. NCLH. I know, Chris, you were looking at it here. It's weakening again. It's a little choppy, though. It's not a great signal, but it looks to me like it's going to drop. I mean, it could drop for 5 cents, though, and then come back. So just be careful with it if you are looking to take another trade. Of course, like I said, pretty much the same.
Okay, so that echo's gone. Well, at least the echo's gone now, so we're good.
That's good.
Hopefully they can hear me.
You're passing through the tunnel.
Yeah, I just don't understand it sometimes.
VRTX is looks like it's testing VWAP here again. We'll see if it can break through. It's got the 200 moving average on the 1 minute chart right below that, so might give it a little support for anybody that's sorry. I always say that VRTX. It's VXRT. VXRT, that's what we're watching. We used to trade VRTX, which is why it just naturally comes to me, even though that's not what the letters are. Well, it's the letters. Wrong order. Dyslexic moment.
Totally dyslexic.
Oh, there's Peter.
There's Brain. Speaking of
There's Brain.
Speaking of dyslexia.
Speaking of brains.
Brains.
I mean, Brian.
Undisclosed location. Location.
I'm trading from space. Space.
Space.
Are you
Nice.
still watching SPE? Is that something you're keeping an eye on? Let's see, what's it doing today?
Space. Oh
Low
yeah,
volume.
you're in that for swing trade, right, Brian?
Yes. I still have some, and I still have some DFEN. I've sold some DFEN.
FEN.
The defense ETF, aerospace, and
So it is.
did pretty well today.
Oh yeah, nice grind up after a little choppy open.
Yeah, we're talking about your nice trade off the open that you had on VXRT.
Yeah, like that, like the way it's set up. It's just one and done. Could have been a one and done.
Ernesto's saying
But
he
as
bought
you know-
Space Force stocks.
Space
Yeah.
Force.
Space Force.
There's a show, isn't there? There's a
Yeah,
Netflix
it's a Netflix show
now? I haven't seen
with Steve Carell. Yeah.
it.
So Fabio
this is
out
exactly
on
where-
YouTube's.
Yeah, this is exactly where DFEN was. Where's my first target? It was. If you look at the daily chart, there's a couple of moving averages right here.
There we go. We got them up there for everybody.
There
Oh,
they
yeah,
are.
going into the 50, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's set up nicely.
Yeah, very nice.
All right, what do we got right now? I feel obligated to look at Microsoft just to see what it's doing, but I don't like the look of it today.
Kind of choppy.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's pull up Microsoft.
not doing anything real interesting.
Turned into a bit of a choppy day. Goldman Sachs is coming back up here at the end of the day. I see.
How do I not have Goldman Sachs on my list?
Yeah, they had earnings, so we had mentioned that yesterday that they were going to. So I put them on my list. Didn't end up trading it today, but it was.
Just hang on.
Yeah, it sold off kind of in the morning, and didn't it? Goldman Sachs, and then going in.
Yep.
Yeah. So. And let's pull Microsoft back up because you never know when you're gonna hop in on that trade. That's for sure.
You never know. Even I never know. It's almost as much of a surprise to me as it is to anyone else.
Yeah. I want to pull up the 1 minute because I know you're gonna be looking for it.
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing here. I'm not sure what to.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't like the way it's jumping here.
Yeah, going back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
No, I don't
You
want
can
to
direct.
update my Windows computer right now.
Yeah, it's never good. Actually, I find even when you have those waiting, Mike, it tends
Yeah,
to slow down your a lot.
I
Like even
know.
if you said no, just because they're sitting there waiting for updates, it really slows it down.
Yeah, I think that's why we're getting the choppy motion in the picture today in the chat room.
Yeah, it could be.
Because I got I got it at like 11:30, which I don't know why I put the do not disturb, don't update during this time frame during the day, but I'm afraid that when you start it, you'll get one of those updates that takes 5, 6, 7, 8 hours to do the update. And you're like, oh, what? What are you doing?
I hope I don't seem to have any files waiting, so I'm not sure why you've got some, but
Yeah.
as far as I can tell.
And they push it to everybody at random times. I'm sure they don't push it out to everybody in the world at once.
I guess not. There's usually a schedule. I don't know what their schedule is, but
Yeah. So while we got some quiet time, we'll go into earnings here.
yeah, what do we have coming up for earnings? Let's see.
So
Anything
we
tonight?
got Alcoa, which
Yeah.
for day traders probably not going to be all that expensive, or not expensive, but all that interesting. But for me, it's another one of those stocks that my wife has invested in her highly skilled and background of investors. So she has some there. It's not as bad as Snap though, so I'm good. So you can play around with that one. And then we got Sleep Number Corporation. So both of them are got some pretty negative outlook on their growth. I know Sleep Number is probably going to be in there. They took a hit to their warehousing and kind of their distribution process, which probably is going to affect their numbers, because we went to when I was in Oregon, we were going to buy a bed, and when we went there to the store, they were like, yeah, it's going to be about 4 weeks for us to get some from the warehouse if it's not here already in the store. So and then tomorrow morning, some interesting ones tomorrow morning will be good. I'm sure Bank of America will be on there for you, Peter.
Yeah, there's. I noticed there's a few ones that I find interesting
Yeah.
there.
Johnson and Johnson. Domino's Pizza should be good. Then we got Charles Schwab.
Domino's Pizza. That's another one of those. That and Papa John's. The only time I'd ever trade them was during earnings.
Yeah. But I am sure some the pizza joints have had pretty decent business during the shutdown. I can't foresee them not.
Yeah, you'd think. They keep advertising how they've got these safe procedures now for pizza.
Yeah.
I've got
No touch delivery.
I'm feeling the pressure. I did do it. I went long on Microsoft.
There we go. I knew you would.
207.58
What's your entry?
207.58 and change. 58 like 432. I don't know how that number comes up, but anyways.
There you go. Purple line.
So I'm not sure. Not sure whether to put my stop and break even on this or not, but we'll see. Hopefully that doesn't become a concern. I'm going to take, what are we at high a day? No, we're just at high of this little area here. We're not even close to high a day. What am I talking about?
Yeah. It's moving up towards previous state close, though, it looks like. At least on my chart, I kind of see that line. Yeah, previous day's close. That's a ways up there.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to take a partial here just in case it pops back again. It just made that move down, which makes me nervous. So I'll take that partial up 20 cents. I got filled at 207.78. Look at that. And stopped out.
Okay.
What time is it? Look at that. Look at the time, kids.
15:50. 3:50. Look at that. Always.
Wow.
Not always, but a high probability.
Yeah. So I got a partial, but I'm just looking at it now. I got, yeah, because it moved so fast. When I'd moved my stop to break even, it pulled through it so fast. I barely made any money on the trade because I actually got filled at 207.49. So I had a 10-cent slippage on the almost, well, 9-cent slippage. So that sucks. Huh. Okay. You never know. It's funny because I don't know what that is. Like something happens specifically on Microsoft and maybe a few others, but specifically on Microsoft. And well, I guess because I see it on Apple and you see it on the SPY overall, but it must be the settling of a bunch of daily accounts.
Yeah, that's what I think.
But you never know if it's going to pop up or move down, right? Like that's the thing that I guess I don't know. So
Tesla. Tesla's up 1550. Looks like Lauren's in Tesla right now for it.
oh, okay.
Bar trades. Let's see LH going. Tesla nice and calm. So take a look. So before we get
your
in,
heart rate.
your heart's racing.
No, I think Chris was saying that he entered EQ for fun, heart rate up 200%, money increased by $20. That doesn't even cover the cost of the nitroglycerin pills. Then, you gotta
Yeah.
take.
So, as we got a few minutes before we go into the close, let's pull up the member trade of the day today.
Oh yeah, looking
So
forward to that.
it comes from. Here we go. Yep, it comes from Andrea today, and it was a breakout strategy. She watched it with multiple rejections at 34.50. Tested, waited until the SPY was trending up on good volume, and the level 2 was stacking up. Got a good entry with a very nice tight stop loss from there, and then took partials on the way up. A very nice breakout trade. I don't believe it was a high of the day breakout, but it was definitely a very clean trade all the way up. So congratulations to her. She'll be entered into the contest for the trade of the week, along with Light, who's in the room, and Rich H as well. And I'm not sure, did Andrew mention it today, what he's offering to the winner of that? I know he posted it out on Twitter, but
He did not. I didn't hear him today, but I think he mentioned it yesterday. So
he is offering a $100 prize to the winner. Not a new car, Manny, but $100 for the trade of the week. So that is his. So as I pull up the announcement page here, I'll go ahead and show you.
Always important.
Always important.
Always important.
Even though BEA was not very nice to me today. It was nice, but just it was tough. It was a tough trade.
Yeah. Yeah, look at UAL. UAL looks so much like it wants to break down, but it's riding this moving average, and I think we're just running out of. We're out of time. Out of time. My goodness, Microsoft is just bopping around. It's not worth the risk.
Sound comes back as soon as you go back to the normal screen. Wonder if there's a setting. I'm gonna max out the CPU because I'm going into that split screen mode. Hopefully it won't get too bad.
That's dangerous to do while live.
Ah, now that is why. I might need my camera in there. That's probably
Yeah, I
why
was just
I'm not being, yeah. So the feed's not in there, that's why. All right, so tomorrow for everybody on YouTube, I'll get it there. I'll get the announcement page so that my voice can be heard on there for you all. I know what the problem is. We'll even get able to hook us up with another community announcement slide.
Actually, Mike, you could just put the camera in the background, or the other thing is you could turn the mic on XSplit when you're doing that.
Yeah.
Either one should work.
There we go. We're all set up for tomorrow.
Chris, don't give yourself a heart attack over a stock. It's not worth it. Yeah, it's jumping around a ton. Like the spread is, I'm watching the spread go from 10 cents to 30 cents. It's probably worse at times. Yeah, that doesn't look fun. It's like Microsoft right now is not fun at all. Meanwhile, UAL, look at UAL narrowing into a little point here. I'm keeping an eye on it. I want to see if it actually would break down before the close. It's looking less and less likely, of course. So we now have a minute and a half. It's getting one of those teaser candles. It'll be in the last minute. It'll just pop down. Oh, Andrea. Well, that's, you know what, but that happens sometimes when if you are able to calm yourself after having a max loss day and you come back and just, focus on your strategy, just take some mature trades. That's good. Watch, look, exactly what I said. Here goes UAL. Is it going to do it? To the bottom of this range. I'm waiting to see it fall to about 36.20, like right before the close, just to tease me.
Just to tease you. Nice.
Well,
So
maybe
about
not.
30 seconds. So if anybody's in a trade, make sure you exit out of the trade before we get going, or before the bell closes out. So SPY kind of pushing up into the close as well. It'll be interesting tomorrow to see where the SPY opens up at. See if we can get through there.
There's the bell. Didn't happen. Yeah, Chris. I mean, that was like a really narrow space that it was moving into, like 2 cents here. It ended up getting wedged into. It's pretty impressive,
Yeah,
actually.
That's pretty tough.
Yeah.
So I think earnings.
Well, there's another day in the book.
Another day, everybody. We already did announcements. So the one announcement that we didn't do, though, is for everybody out on YouTube. Let's see if my voice works. Let's try it. Let's see. So here's the announcement for everybody on YouTube. Hopefully, voice you can hear. For pre-market, you can use the code premarket24 for our intro membership. It'll give you access to our onboarding class. It's good for 7 days. Highly encourage you to sign up either over the weekend or on Monday. That way you can go to the onboarding class, get everything set up, and then you have all 5 days in the chat room to see what we are all about. So everybody out on YouTube, thank you for that. Then I'll go into the watch list review here pretty quick of who we have. So Thor, I took this screenshot off of him while he was taking this trade live. We got news off from Benzinga. Nice pop on BYND about some Brazilian. I believe it was Brazilian news, correct, Peter?
Correct. They were expanding into Brazil. Yeah.
Expanding into Brazil, popped up. Thor pulled it up. His first trade, he tried to get out or take along as it broke up. He got stopped out and then got right back in with, like we were talking about earlier today, his ability to say, hey, this stock's at the bottom. I'm going to take it here. And he took it and he wrote it back up. Not sure how the trade ended. I got off the other things, but he had a very nice trade on that. And then we also have Carlos who posted, sorry about that. Also have Carlos who posted to YouTube his trade on mRNA this morning. So a nice engulfing pattern. He took the pre-market into consideration, had a 5-minute opening range breakdown, took the entry, and then took a few partials on the way down. So he had a very nice trade on mNRA. So with that, we'll get back to you, Peter. Any parting words for anybody out in YouTube?
Just remind everybody, always journal. Don't forget to take your journal. I remind you all the time, but it's still worth saying. So you can't learn if you don't sort of take the journal on the day. You never know when you're going to need it. I found it an invaluable tool over my trading career. So journal your trades, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning on YouTube. We broadcast the pre-market show at 8:30 a.m. with Norm and Carlos.
Yep. So thank you to everybody out there on YouTube. See you tomorrow, and then hopefully you'll join us for the pre-market show. Well, XSplit, so everybody out on YouTube, we're going to hang out with you for a little bit until XSplit decides that it wants to allow me to close down. It won't even let me change the screens. You just got to love it sometimes.
Do you want me to jump in there and see if I can
Yeah,
shut
see
it down
if
for
you
you, Mike?
can